Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're in Saluda, North Carolina and we're going to go tubing on the Green River just outside of Asheville. This has become one of our favorite places to go tubing. But to get to the river you got to go down this windy road, which is really cool. You can see the mountains on both sides. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to get down to the river, and then when you're down at the river they have plenty of parking. So you find a spot to park, and it doesn't take too long, and before you know it, you'll be out on the river. The river has plenty of different tubing companies, and our go-to is Green Cove Tubing. Here's the start. Here we go. The tubing office is right in the middle of the river, and they have two options. One is you do the upper half, so you would start by getting on the bus, and you drive up to the top, and then you tube about 2 to 2.5 hours down to the office where you get out. And the second option is to get in at the office and then you tube down to the bottom, and when you get done you wait for the bus there and they'll bring you back. Of the two sections that they offer, the top and the bottom, we prefer the bottom part usually because it offers a little bit more variety in rapids and just kind of floating water. So there are class 1 and 2 rapids that will change depending on how the water is, but it has rapids and it has a few spots where the water is just slowly and you can just chill and hang out and relax and enjoy your time. The top of the river is mostly just kind of like little trickle rapids, so not too much. So the bottom, in my opinion, offers a little bit more fun, and the kids seem to really like the rapids. It's not usually too bad for them. Speaking of kids, they do require you to be 42 inches tall, and they have checked our kid every time, so they do take that seriously. This is what most of it's like. Yeah, it's like this, where it's not much. There are some trees on the river, and they do create some shade, but there are openings where the sun will get through, and the sun will fry you, because it definitely gets hot. So, one good tip is to make sure you put sunscreen on your legs, because your legs are going to be facing up towards the sun the whole time. So your thighs and your knees, they really need to have sunscreen, or you're just going to get fried. There has been times where there's been big storms, so we didn't get to go tubing, but sometimes it's just raining, so we've done some of the rides in the rain, which is a lot of fun. Because you're getting wet anyways, it almost makes the water not feel so cold because you're just getting wet. The water is very cold when you first get into it, but after a little bit you get used to it. You usually end up falling in, and when you fall in it's fast enough. But going through the rain is a lot of fun, as long as there's no lightning. The water isn't very deep on most of the trip, but there are a few spots where you can get out and swim, or some rocks where you can get out and swim. And on the upper portion of the ride, there is a nice rope swing, and it will get a lot of people, but everybody was super nice to let everybody else have turns, or just to sit and watch how the people go on the rope swing. Some people are better at it than others, and then the kids would try it. So that's a lot of fun on the upper part of the ride. On the bottom spot, I think there might be like a smaller one. At the end of the top portion, there is probably the deepest part in the whole thing right before you get out, but it's not too bad. don't know if I got you.
Yeah, look at that crazy.
I tried to get you, and then my tube spun, so I don't know if that would have been a good one.
Dude, that would be good.
Right here, we're at the upper part of the river, and if you do the upper part, you're gonna go by a little bit more of houses and some people's backyards. But if you're just in the bottom part, the bottom section of the river, you won't be seeing many people at all. So the top is definitely different than the bottom when it comes to being less secluded. The bottom is a little bit more natural than the top.
Oh, here's a big one. My favorite stuff. Yeah, that was nice. That was perfect.
You will see plenty of different animals. We've seen snakes, spiders, lizards, turtles, lots of turtles. We saw bees, a huge wasp nest that was really cool. So it is a natural river, so there are lots of animals. We've never had any issues with them, but just always something to look out for.